I just felt like taking a break. It was a good feeling taking a break. I was just chilling and being my creative back and just learning certain new things about, reality, myself, and how to deal with the energies better. And it was just like a form of meditation when you're taking a break. So there's levels of difference in meditations. It comes with how you do things consistently in real life, like doing the same routine, and you're getting used to that mentally. You might want to change it up and switch it up and do different type of things. So it's the same thing with meditation. Whatever you're thinking about in the moment, about whatever aspect of reality. Meditation is like just clearing your mind and things of that nature. So this is your spirit developing an awareness, and whatever you're externalizing with the mind, the awareness, your thinking, your logic, your air qualities, you internalize that. That's what your emotions, that's what you're receiving, like based on that awareness that you're projecting. So in spirituality, your spirit is developing a mind, an awareness. And whatever is projecting, whatever is, externalizing, whatever that spark is, being an idea, and then you're connecting with that idea or feeling or emotion, then, that's what the spirit is doing. That's what the spirit is externalizing and internalizing, and that's how the spirit is creating physical reality. So, we hear people say the universe is creating, the universe is a creator or whatever, and they correlate that shit to God or whatever. But, and you think God is something outside of you. But you need to look at it this way. This is the basic way how to understand reality. In the most naturalist, realistic way, instead of depending on concepts of a human, even though it might sound right, but it won't be quite right, because if those type of individuals we say that know about God, then most people don't have it. Not to disrespect or anything, but society won't be the way it is, and people will not understand how God is and God looks like. You might have like a fragment of understanding it, like your intuition. There's a creator out there, but you're not supposed to look at it in an aspect of there's something outside of you creating this reality, when you're supposed to understand the most naturalist, simple details. So the concept of the spirit developing an awareness, because your mind does not control your body. Your mind controls the body doesn't control the mind. So that makes the most sense. Why would your flesh come before your mind when the mind is controlling your flesh? So that's the spirit developing an awareness to come into density. So this is what we see in reality. This is what we see in nature. We see different types of mentalities and minds becoming physical. Different types of evolutionary awarenesses. And we also see masculine and feminine in this type of reality. So masculine would be pushing out, and feminine would be internalizing, going in. So it is a simultaneous thing that's going on. That's what's becoming physical. So masculine individuals will be more in the mind, more about projecting, externalizing, thinking, logic. That's what men do. They provide, they think, and they go take care of the business. When women are the feminine aspect, the receivers, they internalize, they nurture, and they create. They also create another individual, a baby. So your spirit is doing that same mechanism of masculine and feminine, and this is how we're doing it before it even becomes physical, so you can see it in sex and shit like that. So your masculine is the idea, the thinking. Your emotions is the feeling it, and the feminine, the emotions. So I'm trying to put this together where it makes sense. So your mind, this is what we're doing. You have a mind, you have an emotion, externalizing, internalizing. You project whatever concept it is in reality, and you internalize that shit. That's what the emotions is. You are connecting with that. It's going into that regardless. You can't stop that mechanism because that's what the spirit is doing. So the best thing you could do is minimize what you're internalizing. So minimize all the things that you don't want to be in, or situation that you want to be in, so you can feel better about yourself emotionally, and that will make you in a better state of mind, so you can externalize better situations and things of that nature. So you would think the people who are running this world, they will understand this simple mechanism, or people who understand the concept of God. And you cannot understand that aspect if you're looking without and getting lost in the external world, because that's just common sense. If you get lost in what's outside of you when it comes to materialize or validation, then you're not building spiritual currency, that spiritual strength, where you can manifest that already within yourself, so you won't give a fuck about what people think or what you want them to think about you, because you're the ones that are creating your reality. So if you don't believe in yourself, then you won't find that all possibilities within you. So I'd rather not get lost in the external world at all, because my spirit already went through all that bullshit. My spirit already went through all those evolutionary cycles where it doesn't mean anything, and eventually you will have the real way to connect with yourself is within you. You gotta go within. So you can understand yourself and what this really is. Instead of thinking there's a God outside of you creating you, now you're limited with a reprobate awareness, which is creating this current circumstance right now. People who think they found out, and yet all they're doing is going to work. It is what it is. It's going to stay like this because people are just not going to get it. It's just not. But you should actually, people who ever even come across this channel, you need to understand that it is deeper than the physical world. You cannot get lost in this bullshit, because you need to understand that there's spirits that came way after you and have this certain spiritual awareness to understand what the hell this is. So, and we're already here.